It could appear economic ties between Turkey and Russia went down nearly as fast as this plane. After repeated warnings, Turkey shot out of the skies a Russian warplane that violated its airspace. Russia describes the incident as an act of aggression, but Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says it was not a hostile act towards Moscow. Turkey did not down the Russian plane on purpose. It is nothing but an automatic reaction to a border breach, an exercise of the rules of engagement. Had we known it was a Russian plane, we may have acted differently. However, Russia ignored this and in retaliation cut economic ties. President Vladimir Putin approved a raft of economic sanctions against Turkey. Exports from Turkey to Russia which have been banned include meat and fruit. It's a move which will damage the economy of both countries. Russia is one of Turkey's largest trading partners, so a win-win relationship between both countries could well turn to lose-lose. The president-elect of the International Association for Energy Economics, Professor Gurkan Kumbaroglu, says Russian sanctions will cause both countries to suffer.
Russia and Turkey have close strategic ties and a raft of commercial trade deals in place, which are threatened today by the economic sanctions imposed by Russia. The sanctions will have negative impact for both countries for sure.
Turkey buys most of its energy-producing raw materials from Russia, and nearly 4.5 million Russians visited Turkey last year. Turkish food supplies became more important to Russia after it banned imports from the West in retaliation to sanctions imposed on it following Moscow's annexation of Crimea. Just a few months ago, Erdogan and Putin agreed to triple bilateral trade to $100 billion in the next 8 years, and both countries are expected to build a new pipeline to carry gas into Europe. Turkey has also commissioned Russia to build its first nuclear power plant. It's a standard tactic for Russia to use its energy supplies as a political weapon during disputes. But so far, energy, gas and oil supplies remain unaffected, although there's uncertainty over both future energy supplies and the two major joint projects. And Professor Kumbaroglu believes Russia will not take the step of cutting supplies because it has too much to lose.
Since this is Russia's only possible option to reach the European markets, I don't think the Turkish Stream project could be used by Russia as a geopolitical weapon. It would simply fire back.
Russia's economy is already suffering due to Western sanctions, and a sharp decline in the price of oil has been damaging to its economy because oil makes up nearly 60% of Russia's total exports. Its economy is expected to shrink 3.8% this year alone. Analysts believe Russia can't afford to lose one of its top export destinations, Turkey. Turkey is Russia's fifth top export partner, taking 5% of its goods. Timothy Ash, who's a strategist with the financial firm Nomura, says Russia needs to be careful. Russia would also be a big loser if, as a result of the current tensions, Turkey moves more aggressively to diversify energy imports away from Russia, as Ukraine is currently doing. But for Turkey, the situation is different. The president of Turkey's Foreign Economic Relations, Omar Cihat Varhan, says it will not seriously be affected by Russian sanctions.
Our exports has already dropped about 40%. And this is just, excluding what happened, in the recent days. This is what is the reality right now.
And the falling ruble is also putting pressure on Russian people who don't want any more political tension.
Всегда хочется стабильности. А когда курс туда-сюда скачет, стабильности, как правило, нет. Поэтому хочется стабильности, спокойствия, чтобы ни войны, ни курса евро такого большого, ничего не было.
Only time will tell whether political and economic ties between Turkey and Russia will improve. But Vladimir Putin seems far removed from a return to how things were before his country's plane was downed. In his annual State of the Nation speech, Putin said the sanctions would not only be about tomatoes and chickens.